Hello and welcome to another solo farm video. So if your guild is anything like my guild, then you're probably having difficulty with Viscidus or Viscidus. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but there's a really simple workaround, and it's farming Immature Venom Sacs. They are found in Lower Blackcrack Spire, or Lubers as I like to call it. And it's really easy to get to. You can stealth to it. You can completely solo farm this. You don't need anyone to help you out. Currently, I happen to have Onyxia's buff, but I rarely ever use that buff. So all you have to do, come in here. I tend to kill the small spiders first, and then progress on to the larger spiders. Once the large spiders die, they will spawn more adds. So if you are feeling like you're getting hit too much, that's kind of how it would go. In this particular farm, I'm actually running real feral tank gear. So it's the first time that it's not just, oh, I need a ton of intellect to be able to like heal myself, because one, there's a safe spot that we're going to abuse a little bit, and two, there's ledges to jump off for days, so it's really not a huge issue. So this rock, all you have to do is stand here. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. It's just stand here and go crazy. You can stand here until they completely reset, or you can opt to go back in. Now, their health will respawn over time, but it is possible to go in, heal up, come back out before they actually trigger the heal effect. Maybe you'll get lucky, maybe you won't. I prefer fighting these guys at complete full health, so that way I know 100% I'm going to be able to kill one of them. This particular pack at the front is by far the most annoying, but if you're able to kill it, then it's usually like 10 sacs per pack. If you kill everything in here, in this spider area, you're going to get anywhere from 50 to 80 sacs per run. And it only takes me about 20 minutes. Granted, I am on the more geared side, but with AQ40 out, it's completely possible that you've gotten a bunch of really nifty upgrades, so this actually shouldn't be that difficult of a farm for you. It's just making sure you're killing the adds in the correct order, and then moving on to the big adds. If you are farming this exclusively for yourself, you don't need to do anything more than this first pack. Or I suppose you could kill the boss just for like some bonus loot, but it's really just this first pack will get you more than enough to kill the boss, or just in general to have enough remove poison that you're not going to really need much more than what is provided from this first pack, because there's about 4 or 5 mini spiders, the 2 big spiders, and then each big spider spawns 4 new spiders. So that's 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4. So that's like 14 potential bodies that are going to drop anywhere from 1 to 5 Immature Venom Sacs, which there's no cooldown, there's no debuff that gets put onto you. You can literally just spam these and eat them like candy. If you choose to be more guild helpful, you can farm out the whole area. Nothing is going to kill you so long as you kind of play it smart. If you're at 1000 HP, drop down, go to the safe spot, whatever you got to do it. Depending on how good your gear is, you can actually face tank this boss as Cat. So if you're in good enough gear, you're definitely able to like spend some time in cat form just to make this fight faster. To clear out the whole area takes me between 20 minutes, and if I screw up and die, it can be around 30 minutes, but most of the time it's about 20 minutes. There's nothing really crazy to this particular boss fight. It's very similar to soloing any other boss that exists. You go onto a high ledge, you drop down, you heal yourself, you go back onto the high ledge. I choose the left ledge, as you can see, as opposed to the right ledge where you're able to walk to the next area, just because you can pull the pack on the left and then you have to do a complete reset, and it's just annoying sometimes. So it's a lot easier to just say, okay, got a ledge over here, easy peasy. Now, I would say try to leave the bodies up for as long as you can, but even if you don't loot them, they will despawn after 3 to 5 minutes. So you just have to be aware of the time and make sure that you're able to pick up everything that you want. Once you clear out the boss, all of the remaining packs are very easy. This particular spider is solo, so it's just kill it. I go into cat form against these, I go into bear form against these. It just kind of depends on how lazy I want to be about it. If I want to be really lazy, I'll just be a bear the whole time. It won't even come close to killing you. If I want to kill it faster and try and save a little bit of time on my sac, then I'll go into cat form. Now, I don't know if it's a visual bug or if it's actually resetting the timer, but if you take a stack of sacs, that sounds weird, that has a lower cooldown time and then place it into a stack that has a higher cooldown time before it expires and leaves your inventory, the whole stack will convert to the longer time. So what this means is once you get done with this, it takes you 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. All you have to do is put all of those low timing sacs into your 2, 10, however many sacs you have at the end of this that are fresh and at the hour point, and basically all of your stacks get refreshed back up to the full 60-minute duration. Now, is this a bug? Is this not a bug? I have no idea. I haven't tested it yet, but as long as you're putting this on an alt, you can realistically put this alt in front of AQ, have your guild summon it, be like, hey guys, I've got a bunch of sacs for everyone, blah, blah, blah. And your guild really shouldn't have too big of an issue with doing this. If not, put it on an alt, put it back into your inventory. You do have an hour before they expire. Worst case scenario, you're going to have at least 10 sacs that are at the 1 hour mark when you enter a queue, or I suppose 50 minutes depending on how your guild summons you to the area, which will give you plenty of time to use them for the fight against Viscidus. Now, if you're in a slower guild, then I would highly recommend bringing those sacs to when you clean it up on your next raid day, or like I said, just say, hey, I have a bunch of these sacs, let me park my tune outside, I can bring in a bunch for everybody, and everyone will love you and it'll be amazing and it's super great. So that's all I really have for this video. The only thing with this area that makes it so much easier than any other area, as you've seen probably a few times at this point, is that you can just keep running up this rock. I jumped to the second one. You actually don't have to jump to it. It's kind of, this is a throwback, but if you ever played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game for the NES, you don't have to jump just like that one particular square where you can just walk across. If you played the game, you know what I mean. If not, it just is what it is. You can jump on it, you can walk across. There is a bit of an invisible wall there, so if you're hitting something, you're like, oh, I want to go forward more, don't worry, you're not going to slide off or anything like that. Just walk to the edge, jump to the other side. They will path completely normally, and while they're pathing, they're not going to hit you with a silence or anything like that. So yeah, so in 20 minutes you're able to get, like I said, anywhere between 50 and 80 of these sacs, more than enough sacs to last you 2 or 3 runs, 2 or 3 attempts, depending on how your guild performs. If you're in a speedrunning guild, you're not really going to be needing more than 10 or 20 of these things. If you're in a guild that's doing progression, something like that, where you're slower, you're not fully buffed up, you're not using world buffs, whatever the case may be, you're definitely able to get a lot more. And just, like I said, store them on an alt, leave that alt logged off, and you are going to be golden. So that's all I got for you. If you want to stick around, watch how I kill these remaining mobs, by all means go for it. I think at the end of this video I end up with 52 immature sacs, and I think at this point, running this like once a day, twice a day, over a week, I've been able to accrue 400 sacs, and that's not really trying. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.